I call this the dungeon. I'm in the dungeon right now. So, but your story is not over. I know you've been going through so much, and it's been weighing on your soul, spirit, mind, and body. People think you crazy when you telling people that you feel like, you know, you've been cursed or hexed or whatever or ganged upon. See, I'm going to say something real briefly, right? There were two big major opportunities that was presented to me. And this how you know how everything is by design. There's also designs within designs in mankind. When you call these people, they be gatekeeping. It can be from music, it can be from, working environments, every aspect of life, because everything has nothing but it's nothing but an infiltration. But your story is not over, you know, especially if you're like me. But this content, like I said, is for all deep-minded individuals. But it's really specifically aimed at them real ones that's really going through this. Your story isn't over, you know, and you know they've been jealous of you. They want to see you not have anything. You know, they know that you're of a royal bloodline as well. You can't let these people, you know, manipulate you and make you think that you're less. You just got to keep thriving and surviving and doing what you have to do. It's not easy. Certain walks for certain people is going to be a different type of experience because we all individually having an experience. Did I choose this hard road that I have to go through? Did you choose this hard road? They say you wrote it in the contract to come back, hear from the stars. Let me chill because maybe I'm getting too deep. You are going to go up everything that you touch. So understand this. Even the most wealthy, most creative, most successful, rich people that probably was homeless, that worked job after job trying to make ends meet. Some people slept in their vehicles, you know, but they didn't give up. They kept going and they found themselves. They found at least one of their purposes because I believe we all have multi-purposes and then that main ultimate goal purpose. It's going to be harder on you in this physical realm when you refuse to sell your soul. But in certain ways, we do that when we write any contract. Whether it's a job, whether it's this or that, you always have to write and sign the signature. But the type of individual that you are a fighter just as well as you a lover. But if you have to fight, that's what you do. You're not afraid to be at the bottom. You've been at the bottom, but knowing that you've been on the top, you've been at the top. You're already really at the top. That's why they're jealous of you and trying to stop you at everything you do. Even when you go to a regular job, people look at you like it's something different about you. And you learn stuff and you start doing this, and even in a good way, right? And they start hating on you. You know how this go. Workplace bullying, this and that. Even when you start anything you do, you can start making content in certain ways. Especially if you're just trying to do it on your own and you're like, let me see what I can do first before I start trying to do professional things. And obviously you have to have some type of means of an income, to get certain equipment and this and that. When people really out here in this real struggle, you have to work with what you got. And shout out to them real ones that started to the bottom, from the bottom, and now they are already at the top and they keep climbing. Everything is going to happen in divine timing. I sat up here and seen How two opportunities that was presented to me, how the design was for me to fail before I even walked in the door. So you have to have an understanding that these gatekeepers, these demons, and high places, they don't want you to make it. Especially if you're not that slick talking, um, outgoing, preferably tall, you know, they will call people womanizers, I guess. Some of those individuals, that's why I say we all have different experience, even if we have the same skin color or different. There could be different other people that's not considered a certain race that go through certain things and discrimination and certain things. But we're speaking of those real ones that's really trying to put an effort in doing things and trying to stay positive, but yet you got these blood sucking energy vampires that don't want to see you have anything. But your story is not over. Because not only that you have divine eyes on you, when you find yourself, there's not going to be no stopping you. That's why they're trying to stop you. And they realize, like, wait, we can't stop him. He can only stop himself. She can only stop herself. And if you don't get it, then I guess you ain't going to get it. Like today, I get it's the 4th, right? I've never really celebrated holidays, but shout out to the ones that got together with getting together with their families, on a good positive note. But we have an understanding that there's going to be a bunch of violence and a bunch of things that's associated with all of these holidays and just life in general. You have to learn how to move and try to understand the principles, you know. So whatever you do, understand you are more than just this body. See, I can do this with my eyes closed because a lot of people are walking around with their eyes closed. Matter of fact, like with a blindfold. But there's a lot of people awakened and got the earth shaking, like earthquakings. You follow me? But yeah, don't let these haters, because that's all they are. It ain't always about no money and this and that. These people can drive some of the most nice cars. They can have all these things, and they still sitting around hating on you. They don't even want to see you have nothing. They want you to just be. And even if you try to go into nature, you can't do this. You can't do. They always trying to say something to you because all they trying to do is steal your light and steal your energy. Without you is nothing. And if you don't understand what I mean about that, the Alpha and Omega. Because if you're not around and you don't say nothing, they yearning to hear from you. They obsessed. So understand, your story is not over. My story is not over. Yeah, I feel like a lot of opportunities was ripped away from me. But I feel like I operate better when I'm under pressure and when people think they're going to try to put their foot on my neck. But with all due respect, I ain't having that. And that's another reason why I go through certain things. I try to get out. People may say people have egos, etc. But I don't necessarily think me being confident and knowing I'm worth more than what a person trying to treat me or present to me. And just because, you know, what word I'm looking for? And just because you stand up and don't accept anything, then they hate you. They want you to go against the program. Go with the program. So I'm just saying this to say, yeah, sometimes we have to work on our own attitudes. We have to work on our people skills, But everybody don't have that. Sometimes you have to, the things that you've went through in life could take certain personalities away from you, could bring depression. But in this lifetime, when you have to go through certain people to reach certain goals, you have to learn how to be like a chameleon. So I take self-accountability. Even though I know that it's designed for me to fail, I know I have everything within me to succeed. And this is note to self, but I'm speaking to you. Don't let depression get the best of you. Don't let these jealous people, I don't care what they got or what they don't have, try to drag you down because they're drowning. If you want that job, if you want to make the content, you want to do what you got to do it and put your all into it. Be genuine and watch you be a success. Because somebody out there will hear your story, but many will hate. They obsessed with you. Your story is not over. It's triple ones, the God, I own us. 13. Share, like, subscribe if you want. And if you want to donate, the link in description. Prisoner of War. Ascended Map.